So before I get started here, this really isn't anything personal to the two alcoholics that I'm currently having to deal with. It's just I can't do this anymore. I'm just burnt out with this. I went through this at work 20 years ago. Tried to go through this with my ex co-host. Now I got this other guy who's, I'd say, a milder version, but I'm just uh I'm just not gonna do this no more. I'm tired. I'm gonna get into this here. Why? I don't know what happened in the last 2 weeks here, but every time I turn on a stream and one of my ex co-hosts is on there, um, I noticed I'm just being attacked and gone at for no reason. And I notice it always has to relate to George. And this is going back to a prior issue. So I want to address this whole thing. You know, as for choosing sides here, no side was chosen. I don't have George on every single stream I do. I mostly stream with Shep. George comes on here and there. George is really busy, honestly. Like I talk to him sometimes, but he's really busy with Critical Blast and them getting books out and stuff. You know, like I'm even trying to organize to get my script read with him and stuff, and we're pushing it to August and everything because he's got so much stuff that he's doing. So it's not like I'm just bringing George on every single show that I do. And here's the other thing. I don't tell anybody else or make a big deal of them when they have somebody on their show. So, for instance, when I had my issue with Benatra, I wasn't telling this person, hey, it's either me or him. I just said, if he comes on, then I'm just going to leave. That's it. You can have him on there. It's his channel. I'm not going to tell anybody what they can and can't do with their channel. I just tell them, if this person is on, then I'm just going to leave and come back later. That's it. The other thing is, I'm not using George for anything. I hate to say this because, okay, first I'm going to use, I have zero clout. George doesn't have that much clout either. I won't say zero, but we just don't have clout. We don't care about clout. I don't know why this is a weird thing about clout. I could give a fuck about clout, okay? I mean, look at my videos and stuff. I get 20 to 30 views. I got 600 subs. If I cared about clout, I would be obsessed about my numbers and all this and going crazy all the time and trying to get my channel. I don't care. I'm retired and I do this for fun. Now, I have never asked George to full out help me with the movie or anything. George just offers me free advice and shows me things. That's it. I'm not using George for anything. The way I hear things is like, this person gets the impression that George is Spielberg or something, and I'm sucking up to him to have him make a movie for me or something. That's just not the case. That's not reality. Now, the other person is upset because I won't have them on my show, but I can't have somebody in my show and just in general anymore. And it's not just him. It's not just him. It's this other guy. And well, Distant Warrior doesn't even show. Distant Warrior is long gone, but I had to deal with him. Anth is not that bad. Anth's only problem is he fucks with Risey and stuff, and he shouldn't be doing that. But Anth just is mostly laughing and having a good time when he's drunk. He don't go crazy and go on streams and scream about me and do all this stuff. As I stated before, I will not have alcoholics on my channel anymore, with maybe the exception of Anth if he's in a good mood. Other than that, I'm just not going to have alcoholics in my life or on my shows anymore. After what I saw last night as well, I'm not going to be streaming with alcoholics on other shows anymore either. If either of these people are on shows, I'm just going to leave. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the DM, the rage DMs, the apologies, the rage DMs, the apologies, the rage DMs, the apologies, and then going on shows, attacking me, giving me shit for nothing when I've done nothing to anybody. Just not going to do it no more. I'm not playing victim here either. I mean, I'm just stating what's going on here. And last night, what I witnessed, I was just done with it. I turn on a show, and here's my ex-co-host bashing the fuck out of me for no reason, and Shep as well for no fucking reason, and then going on about e-thoughts. The troll show, as I've consistently stated, was not my idea to stream. I didn't think the troll show would take off. I didn't think people would be interested in e-thoughts. But my ex-co-host said, no, let's go and do this, and it took off. That's just what happened. So why I'm being attacked because of e-thoughts, and as I keep hearing, all I can do is show half-naked women on my streams. I don't care. I'll gladly die on that hill. I'd rather be watching hot chicks doing cool things than some bald geezer in a basement with late books who's practically stalking a black man who's more successful than him now with an even worse comic. So if those are my choices, I'll take the hot chicks all day and night. I don't care about sitting on channels and obsessing about a bald geezer in a basement with late books. That doesn't interest me anymore. I just don't care. That guy fucked me over with the book. The book was mediocre, insulted the hell out of me as a customer. Just, EBS is not a good person. I don't know what else to say here. And if that upsets CG people, I'm sorry. But that has been my experience. Let me ask you this. If I had a hot dog stand and I sold you a hot dog, well, no, you come up to my stand and you want to buy a hot dog and I tell you, oh, well, I can't sell you a hot dog because you know Vicky and Dean. And then you're like, what the hell? I don't have anything to do with them. I know them. I talk to them. I'm just trying to do business with you. Well, I'm sorry. You're a Nazi and deserve to be hung at Nuremberg. Get out of here. Would you say that's good customer service? I mean, I don't know what else to say. And then he did it again recently, too, because he didn't like my... And you know what? I gave legit criticism that he asked for, okay? It's not like I went out of my way to give it to him. On a post, I said, I felt the book was mediocre, and he asked why. And I explained, and I was really polite. Okay, keep in mind, I've been called a Nazi and told I should be hung at Nuremberg. Okay? And I was very polite. I explained in detail about the book, where the fuck up was, and how it should have gone. And the only thing I could think of is he read that and go, damn, that's what I should have done. That's a way better idea. The next thing I know, I'm blocked and then called the Nazi on top of it again. So that's my personal experience with this guy. And I don't see or feel the need to be in a chat with 6 to 8 people just going on and on and on about this fatty loser in a basement who's mad at a black guy who makes a better book than him, even though his book is not as good. I just don't care. I'm not into bald dudes in basements. I'm into these hot pieces of ass over here that I actually go down and meet. Unlike a lot of these people who sit here and drool over fucking Mandy and these old hags and then get mad at me when I show them hot ones. It's like it's a very bizarre thing. It's like, oh, you like e-thoughts and all this. Well, if I have to choose between that and some gal who's doing I don't know what that was, like MILF porn or whatever the fuck, or God, I don't even, the other cat lady who I won't name with the Sarlacc pit, and then we got Katie, and well, 2 of these gals are married. First off, I don't know about the Sarlacc pit. I could care less, but that's the other thing. I'm not going to simp over no married bitch. And I know I'm going to hear, oh, well, those e-thoughts are married. No, most of them are not. And I do know the ones that have boyfriends because I've been down there and seen it in person, so I know. You can't hide that live down there if you have your boyfriend there. So that's that argument. So if you want to be angry at me over showing e-thoughts and all this, hey, fine. I'm giving you a choice. You know, you can either sit there and watch for the 100th time, you know, what is it? Ripper Bashcast or whatever, episode 9 million with a geezer in a basement who's mad at a black guy. Or you could be over here watching these hot chicks using hula hoops and doing all sorts of shit. And you don't have to give these bitches money either. That shit is free. That's the whole point of that crap. I'm going to give these bitches money anyways. I'm going down there to meet them and smash their fucking asses. I don't be throwing money at them. I don't be doing that shit. Hell, when I was down there with a bar with one buying me martinis, I don't even fucking drink. This is what I mean. I mean, it's just, everything in this community is just so weird. It's like, people are mad at me for not liking older hags, but they're angry at me for liking hot young ones. That doesn't make any sense. I guess my standards are just too fucking high. I don't know what else to say here, honestly. That's about it. But as far as everything else, I've had it with these alcoholics. It's nothing personal. I know a lot of times they don't even remember saying or doing these things to me. I have a feeling they're going to watch this and go, what am I talking about? I don't remember doing anything to him. Well, that's just been my experience. The other issue I'd like to bring up is, now look, I'm not attacking Risey with this, but I know he's very angry with Caleb on here and they're fighting and everything. And I'd just like to state that I have been dealing with a drunk co-host for years. You've only had the one fight with him and gotten a small taste of what I've been given for fucking years, man. And I wasn't even fighting with him. I was just trying to get the show done and do stuff. I mean, you've only dealt with that like 2 or 3 times now. I've had to deal with that for years. But yeah, I mean, I've tried to be cordial with these people on Ship Show and get along, but I'm just not going to do it anymore. I mean, if Ship wants to have these people on his show, that's his right to do so. I'll just come on later. But I don't want to fight with either of these people. I don't want to be going on shows attacking them for no reason. I mean, I'll make a joke once in a while, but I just don't go on a show and be like, oh, well, fuck them. They're sitting there watching e-thoughts and half-naked women, and that's all they can do over here, and fuck them. And okay, well, fine. I don't do that. I don't do that to anybody. I don't go. The only person that I would be guilty of doing anything to would be Finity, and I don't care because it's open season on that asshole as far as I'm concerned. That guy that guy deserves everything he gets and then some. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. So to reiterate, I'm not choosing sides here. I'm being forced and jammed into making a statement and a position here by two people who are constantly raging at me, then apologizing to me, then raging at me, and then apologizing to me. And I'm just not going to do it anymore. I've tried to be nice and get along with both of these people, and no matter what I do, it just doesn't work. I end up turning a show on and then being told that my ex-co-host is running to me and Hargrave just watches e-thoughts and he's a loser and all this stuff. And oh, fine. I've never attacked either of these people. And I'm not even trying to attack them now. I'm not trying to make this personal. I'm just making a point of I'm tired of dealing with this. I don't need this in my life. I just don't. And I know better than to tell either of these people to stop drinking or stop doing what they're doing, because it doesn't work that way. I know how this works. I dealt with this 20 years ago with one of my friends at work there. And, towards the end, they did try to come to me, but it just didn't. It turned on me. It's like when they turn on you, there's nothing else you can do. Anyways, that's it. That I can't think of anything else that I really want to address, because the last 2 weeks have just been all of this just drunkenness and raging and dragging me into bullshit I don't want nothing to do with, and just attacking me on shows for no reason over and over and over again. Well, the other thing is I'm not going to be bullied into bringing somebody back into my channel or show. That's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. So if you want to keep doing that, that's fine, but it's not going to do it. And I don't demand to go on these people's shows either. I don't get mad and go and talk a bunch of shit about them because they won't let me on their shows. I don't want to be on their shows anymore. I just don't. I don't mind watching, I guess, but anyways, pretty burnt out here with all this. So anyways, I know I'm going to get hell for this. And like I said, now I'm not attacking anybody. I'm just telling you this is what's going on, and I'm just not going to deal with this anymore. I wish these people the best with their shows and whatever they're doing here. I'm tired of this. I don't want the DMs anymore. I'm tired of turning on shows and being attacked for no reason when I haven't even said a goddamn thing to anybody. That's the worst part. I'm not even doing anything. It's like, what the hell, man? I turn on a show and I'm just being raged at. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.